All right, now the Makarios Luxury project was launched getting to like around more than 12 months ago right now, and we've seen how remarkable the project have been, and so far so good how extremely successful the project have been also in terms of development, customer reaction. The project is definitely selling. If it's not selling, they will not constantly still be building. So, and we're now going to ask ourselves a very vital question: why is Makarios have been a success? Why was the story behind the success of the Makarios Luxury project? All right. So, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this meet the Property channel, and this will discuss everything real estate. You may be wondering like, why am I talking about the Makarios project? A lot of you guys, apart from investors, I have a lot of realtors that also follow my channel, and I also have a lot of developers to be or aspiring developers that are also following my channel. So I definitely have to also cater to those markets, tell them about different models that they can look at for them to penetrate into the market. And the existing models, we also have to critically review the existing models and see which one is working and which one is not working. So that's basically why we are looking at this Makarios Luxury project. All right, so after watching this particular video, I also suggest you go to our different playlists. We have a playlist on Ekpe, playlist on Ibeju-Lekki, playlist on land banking, playlist on shortlets, playlist on investor series, interview session, trivia session. There are a lot of playlists that we have different content, different topics that you are definitely going to find interesting there, and you are really definitely going to find a lot helpful. All right, so why is Makarios project a success? What's the story behind the success of Makarios? All right, now the first thing is we should look at the pioneer of the project, the founder of the project, the visionary of the project, Pastor Ashimolowo. So he has been like an ardent real estate investor, been investing in real estate before I was born, and so that's definitely to show you that even real estate investment is long term. And another very key thing is that he's not only investing in Lagos or Nigerian real estate markets, he's also a very, very big real estate investor even in Dubai and in the UK. So, and that's also very, very important for real estate investors, that you also have to pad your Nigerian investment with investments elsewhere, in other countries, because it's not only Nigeria that real estate is profitable. There are a lot of countries real estate is highly profitable in Canada, highly profitable in Australia, and a couple of locations also, looking at the rents and what the housing crisis in some of those locations is doing. So so that's one of the lessons from Pastor Ashimolowo. So he's been doing real estate for a long time, doing real estate since the 90s, invested in Moe, invested in Ibeju-Lekki, invested in Osaka, and he just had his investments scattered around. So which is also another very, very key lesson. You have to diversify your investments. All right, now in an interview, Pastor Ashimolowo already mentioned it, that he bought the Makarios land since like around 2001 or year 2000. So already that land had been there for like around 22 years, 23 years, even before they launched the Makarios project. And which is one thing I always tell investors: real estate is not magic, and real estate is not a get rich quick scheme. Real estate is using time to compound your money, using time to compound your investments. As that whenever like 23 years ago or 22 years ago, when they bought that land, probably they not pay up to like 5,000 naira per acre for that land. So now compared to like selling 50 million naira for a plot. All right, so time will always compound your efforts, and the fact that they have bought that land far long ago, it gave them a very big advantage that a lot of developers don't have. Give them advantage that Landway does not have. Give them advantage that Landmark does not have. Give them advantage that Veritasi does not have, which is to know, because a lot of these companies, they bought those land maybe max 2 years ago or 1 year ago, and they launched it, compared to the Makarios that have been acquired like around 20 years ago, because that already means that the capital that they invested there was much lower than whatever their competitors around invested. So maybe at that time, the entire acres that they have there, they acquired it for like the entire acres. Maybe they acquired it for like maybe 10 million or 5 million or 2 million or 1 million, and probably Veritasi is acquiring their own acre like maybe 200 million or 300 million or 400 million. So that entry capital already is a gap. You understand? And the fact that land had been there for like 20 something whatever years also gave the visionaire the opportunity to fine tune his vision. You know, if they have launched Makarios there at 2005, it's definitely not going to sell as it is selling right now, and definitely they will not be able to also charge the amount they are charging right now. Even if they launched Makarios in year 2015, they can't charge the amount they are charging right now, and they can also get the kind of attention they are getting right now. But they can get that attention right now because the proposed airport is, the hype about the proposed airport is already there. The hype about the free trade zone is already there. The hype about the coastal road is already there. And there are already a lot of things happening in that corridor now to also like back their vision about what they want to do there. So you must understand how to time your investments. Real estate is highly about timing, when to go in, when to hold, and when it has mature. All these are about timing. You understand? So they had enough time to fine-tune that vision, fine-tune what they want to do there, get the funding, which is also another very, very important thing. If you eventually want to go into development, then you must be an expert in raising fund. So I'm very, very sure whatever that is going into that project is not subscriber funds. It's not your 10 million or 5 million that you are paying as deposit that is going to that project. The visionaire have been able to raise enough funding to go into that project, either people buy or not, either subscriber pay or not, and that's why they are comfortable in charging as high as possible. As a company, you are going to be very, very careful about the price that you are giving out there. When is the amount that clients are paying that you are putting into the project? But if you have already got your funding, you don't really care about the price, because you know that either you guys buy or not, I've already got the funding, I've already got the capital that's going to go into this project, so I can charge as much as I can to, like, that's going to meet up the payment to the people that I collected funding for, the payment, the interest on the repayment, and also like for me to get profits. So in case some of you are looking at, okay, like, is it overpriced? You are looking at the price that is selling and then look at the price that other people are selling. It's because they really don't care about your fund. They really don't care about what you are paying, because either you pay or not, work is going on there. They are constructing, they are doing the roads, they are doing the water fountain, they are building the houses, they are providing the infrastructure. I was like the best way to like do real estate projects in Nigeria anyway. So that's also another thing. Funding, they've got their funding correct, and they were able to also get that funding correct because of the timeline. So the project have been there for 20 years. They have like 20 years to talk to enough people that they want to talk to, enough banks, enough investors, enough equity investors, enough financiers to get the funding. And when the funding is right, they feel like, okay, now we got how much we need. Now let's launch this project. So funding is very key. Timing is very key, and the Makarios project has that advantage over every other person. A lot of their competitors around that corridor cannot do what they are doing right now, because they are already buying that most of those land higher, because some of them are buying that land already now with the CFO or the government allocation at maybe 5 million a plot, 10 million a plot. Makarios got their own maybe probably at 5,000 or 10,000 for a plot. So that difference in entry capital also is a very, very big advantage for Makarios. So these are just like the factors that I've seen so far that have been like a big success for Makarios, and definitely the adverts also have been very crazy. Eddie Noasis have been doing a fantastic work with like the kind of content, the kind of videos they shoot there is amazing. You know, there's no way that you're going to see that and you're not going to be stunned, and you're not going to be like highly fascinated about what both the developer is doing and what also the promoters are doing. So promotions also are very, very key. You can do the best things. If people don't know that you are doing the best things, people won't patronize you. But if you are doing the best things, also you have to promote it as much as possible so that people can see it, people can know it, and people can become highly interested in it also. So in terms of promotion also, it's been fantastic. But again, we have seen a lot of projects that are highly promoted, fantastic promotions, fantastic adverts, and again the project really was not really a success. So so kudos to the promoters, kudos to the developers also that have really make sure that project so far so good have been a success. And again, as at the time Makarios Luxury was being done, that was the only project Pastor Ashimolowo was doing. Only project. So you can't compare it to maybe a company that have like 15 projects simultaneous, 16, 20, 8, 5, 6. So some companies even launch project like it's a new baby, like just every three months or every 4 months they launch a new estate. So that's also another advantage. You're able to concentrate on that. Their manpower, their funding, their capital, their promotions, their focus, everything, their attention was always on that project. Just recently they had another one. So 2 is not bad, but let's see if they're not also going to fall into the trap of like over launching project and so on and so forth like that. So alright, so if you have other things that you also want to add about why the project has been a success, I know a couple of you guys are watching my video, bought into it, subscribing to it, which is fantastic anyway. So you can also share your view about why you subscribing to it, what you feel, what is the selling point for you, and if there's anything that is also like the success story behind Makarios that I not mentioned in this video, our comment section is also open for you to mention that too. Like I've been saying, we are also looking at some new solutions, some new prop tech into the market also that we are building, and we also be bringing to your screen. We are definitely open to equity funding regarding that. We are almost done with our pitch deck for investors, so we can have Zoom sessions, Google Meet sessions, and we can tell you about this idea, the market size, the opportunities we feel are going to getting into the market, and also the kind of fund that we are looking at raising also, most importantly. All right, so I still remain on the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks for watching our videos, and see you next time.